players of the popular Ghanaian a cappella group Alabaster Box have written to rapper Medical for using a portion of their song without their consent. Now, the letter cited indicates that Medical used parts of the aKorfa song for the rapper's latest song titled Welcome to Africa. Manager of the music group shared details of the potential lawsuit with Andy Dosty on Daybreak Hits.
What has happened is we've identified the fact that our intellectual property has been used, and for that reason we're trying to engage, and we just needed to formalize it, so we sent them a legal representation letter.
What will make this not go to court or not become legal?
We needed to formalize it, and that is hence we having a legal representation who is part of the team. It's not a court sermon, invitation to let them know that this is what we've done, this is what we've identified, and these are the requests from us, as in they should stop using it because there's not been any conversation with us, and so it's not yet gotten to court. It is all up to Medical's team to come to the table for that conversation. Initially, we've had some level of conversation with one of their team members, but we needed to formalize it. And
what can be done to mitigate this?
At the end of the day, you cannot just use someone's intellectual property and without any conversation. Until we've actually had that proper conversation, we're still holding on to that demand. So it's up to the team to actually have come forward, have that conversation, so we know where things could be. But until then, these demands hold.
Yes, so that's a manager of popular Ghanaian a cappella group Alabaster Box. So their song, very popular, Welcome, where's all of that? My favorite part is aKorfa. That's my favorite part.
This guy had a very lovely deep voice.
I tell you, I think he made me love, the song and the group actually. So yeah, we'll bring you.
He was a staff here. Yeah. Oh, Doona. I think it's some of Doona, I think. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Something it was a part of the
Oh, that's
group.
a very beautiful thing to know right now. Please, you should continue doing more music. We haven't heard from them in a while. We need more music from them, though. But let's do some other stories now. The main awards ceremony of the 26th Telecel Ghana Music Awards will not be held on 3rd May 2025 as earlier advertised. Now, the organizers of the awards, Charterhouse Productions, have announced that the new date for the ceremony is May 10, 2025. Now, the much anticipated event will be held at the Grand Arena of the Accra International Conference Center. And according to a statement released by the organizers, this change regrettably affects the calendar of activities leading to the main awards ceremony. So this means the following events will take place on their new dates. That's the masterclass will happen on Thursday, 8th May. The pre-party will happen on Friday, 9th May 2024. And in the meantime, voting lines are now open for the Telecel Ghana Music Awards. So fans can vote for their favorite artist by dialing *176# and submitting the artist code. Then they follow the prompts. Alternatively, they can also vote free at www.ghanamusicawards.com. And before I go, American singer and songwriter Kerry Hilson has opened up on regretting a diss track she made against colleague musician Beyonce. In an interview with the Breakfast Club, she explained that she was forced to do it to get her album released by management. She was candid about what led to her release Turning Me On remix that was aimed at throwing shots at Beyonce, and shared that she wasn't a fan of the shady lyrics that eventually led to a wave of backlash.
How do you look back on that? What are your comments on it now, so far removed from it?
It's a regret. It's a regret, but not in the way that people would think, because that's a song that I actually didn't write. Those are not my words. I was on tour. Polo wanted me to do a remix to Turning Me On. Mm-hmm. He had produced the record, and I wasn't, because I was on tour with Lil Wayne. I wasn't able to lay anything down. He had been on me for a couple of weeks about we need to do a remix. Mm-hmm. But I come into the studio and he plays me this verse, and I'm like, automatically, I'm like, I'm not saying that. Mm-hmm. That was my position. So I tried to fight him on it, and I began writing my own. That's what I did with my time there, but it was quite forceful.
In an executive artist way?
Yeah, in an executive artist way only. Mm-hmm. Involving others and kind of threatening my career. You're not coming, because my album wasn't out yet. Mm-hmm. So it was like, you're not coming out if you don't do this. And the mistake that I made was not continuing to fight. But I was in tears. I was crying. I was adamant that I did not want to do that. I was young. I was super young. I felt I had no power. I felt I had no choice. That is definitely a regret of not fighting even stronger. But again, when your career is on the line and they make it that be the way that you perceive the situation.
She finally has shared her side of the story. A lot of people, when the song came out, were quite taken aback that why will Kerry Hilson do a
Take
song
shots
like
at Beyonce.
exactly?
I mean, I remember at that time it was really ridiculous of her. And it's refreshing to know that it wasn't her going out to do that.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But
Yes.
unfortunately, the harm has already been
has
done.
already been done.
Because it's been what, many years.
Many years.
Unfortunately for her as well, her career just
It
went
just
downhill
went, yeah.
from there. And Beyonce is still Beyonce.
Beyonce, still Beyonce.
You know.
But yeah, so I think a lot of people would love, to finally get to the point where they get closure on this conversation, and get to know that, okay, so it wasn't really coming from her. She did what she could do at that time. Just as you're saying, though, the harm has already been done. Hopefully, people will extend some grace, and maybe something else that she probably is bringing out will get some more, attention as time
I don't
goes
know.
on.
I don't know if she wants to bring out anything, but it's
yeah.
very bad press for her.
Very, very bad press. Very bad press.
And it's sad that it happened in a way.
Because I love stuff that came from Kerry Hilson. I was expecting more.
She had some
And
amazing
then-
hits. You know what I mean?
And then all of a sudden, it's like,
Yeah.
Psh,
You remember Knock You Down?
knock you down.
Keep rocking and keep knocking.